Okay, you're on.
Hi, I'm Vicki Brooks,
I'm Jonathan Brooks.
and when Jonathan was 13, he was diagnosed with Asperger syndrome. Prior to that, when he was 7, he was diagnosed with attention deficit disorder, but it never seemed like the diagnosis was correct. So when we had him retested, we found out he had Asperger's. We didn't know what to do or where to go or what it was, and so he had a lot of problems with attention, a lot of problems with focusing.
This really affected the amount of time I spent on schoolwork, as well as my attention in the classroom. It was very hard sometimes to really focus and take in everything what the teacher is saying, and also focus on how to do my work. And at home, it was very hard for me to concentrate on it. I was distracted very easily, and I would periodically daydream or zone out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Jonathan had a lot of problems with anxiety, a lot of anxiety and frustration. So one day I went to an autism support group, and Dr. Clark was there, and he was speaking of autism, and I thought, well, I've never heard of anybody speaking about this in this way. It was always drugs, or just mostly drugs is all you heard about. So I made an appointment with him to see Jonathan, and we started therapy with Dr. Clark. Do you wanna...
It was definitely very different when I first went, because the treatments were something new for me. But when we started doing them, my attention got a whole lot better. It was a slow process at first.
Sure.
It was definitely a slow process, but the more I carried on with the treatments, the better my attention went.
The more you did it, the better it got, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Now we worked with him for how long?
Let's see. He was 13. Was it 3 years?
On and off,
I
right?
can't remember. 3 years on and off.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you end up doing in school?
Oh, I was doing a whole lot better.
In what way?
Well, I definitely was able to pay attention. Previously, when I was diagnosed with ADD, I was on the drug Adderall to help me concentrate, but that still didn't seem to work in the treatments. And also, it helped me. I had some free will involved. I definitely had to motivate myself, but the treatments really helped me to focus better in school. Without the medicine, I was able to pay attention to my teachers, and I got my homework finished much more quickly than I did before I had the treatments.
What about anxiety? What happened with that?
Well, the anxiety was much better, but we did find out that the Adderall was causing his heart to race.
That's right.
And it was bad. And as soon as he went off the Adderall, which his pediatrician suggested because he had stopped it one day and his heart rate had gone down. And
you remember us sitting there, right?
Yeah, we were sitting there.
I was like, his heart rate's 130 beats a minute.
Right, and then like the next time we went in to see Dr. Clark, his heart rate was down when he'd forgotten to take his medicine that morning.
Right.
And you suggested we talk to the pediatrician. And so we took him off the Adderall, and the anxiety that helped the anxiety a whole lot.
Cool.
Because his heart was racing. So.
Right. So I remember one time you described him as being like a quote, pardon the normal, but a normal, happy teenager.
Yes. He became a normal, happy teenager after he got off the Adderall and he started the treatments with Dr. Clark.
Do you agree with that, Jonathan?
He really did.
Yes, I do agree with that, definitely.
So what's going on with you now? You graduated, right? You graduated high school.
Yeah, I graduated first in my class.
Woohoo! Everyone listen to that, first in your class.
Yeah, and I've been making consistently good grades in college.
Right, and you're about to move away and go to college, 4-year college, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. So it was kind of a long journey, and we did a lot of different things, but there was some supplementation at some point. We did some diet modification. And I think the take-home message is that what Jonathan just said was when he did what he was supposed to do, things got better, right?
Yes.
So if someone's looking at this, right, and they've got a child diagnosed with Asperger's or ADD or something like that, and they're kind of wondering if we should even, if there's hope, right? What would you tell them?
Oh, there's definitely hope. There's definitely hope. And, we didn't have to depend on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
It was all, it was all the therapy, the brain-based exercises, the, the diet. It was pretty much everything. And, you have to be consistent and, do everything that Dr. Clark says to do.
There it is again,
do
right?
your Dr. Clark stuff,
Yeah.
as Jonathan called it, is
Right.
Dr. Clark stuff.
Exactly.
And it helped a whole lot.
So Jonathan, if
So-
somebody was watching this who was like you, 4 or 5 years ago, that's like having a rough time in school, anxiety and stuff, I mean, I guess the point is that there's not only just hope, there's also results, right? I mean,
Oh,
you also,
definitely.
not just hope, you can actually be better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That's definitely true. I mean, I believe that it's, if it consistently work on me, it could definitely work a whole lot different people, because the way I was, my behavior, my attention difficulties, they improved drastically.
Cool.
Social difficulties too.
Ah,
a lot
right.
of stuff we didn't
Yeah.
mention that because it's been so long since he's had those kind of difficulties.
But those things are kind of in the past, huh? So let me ask you guys, percent improvement. Now this is a tough question, right? So like he first came in, right? And he was wherever we're at. And he's sitting here, what percent better overall would you say? I mean, if you had to give a number, what would you say? Percent better.
I'm not sure if we could exaggerate and say 100% better, but
But close?
I'd say very close.
very
100%
very close
better.
to that.
Fantastic. Cool. All right. Well, you guys wave bye to the camera. Thanks
Bye.
for finally getting this on video, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See you soon.